Hey everybody, welcome to It Tastes Different Gaming. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notifications, tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell everybody. Today we are going to discuss streamers. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. Wherever they're streaming, we're going to discuss them. All right, so let's start off with the one person in this group I know knows more about streamers than me. Nick. Nick, what is it you think about the streaming culture right now? The goods, the bads, the uglies.
Right now it's
There's
just
lots
a way
of
to
uglies.
make money, for some streamers, some streamers go out there and they just stream out certain video games that they love and they love to stream them, and retro games or newer games now, or what's new now, what's Resident Evil 8, what's popular at the moment, and they stream those out there, and that's perfectly fine. And then you got some other streamers like the hot tub streams and various streams of that nature that are looking for a different demographic, I should say. And as if the platform lets you, more power to you. That's really what it comes down to. So it is what it is, but you as an individual just got to find the streaming platform or the videos that the streamers that you enjoy, and the things that you enjoy watching or listening to. It's kind of the same as like podcasting or even putting videos on YouTube. You're going to find those individuals and those channels and those podcasts that you enjoy. So, there's nothing negative against them. If there's a culture and a population that's going to watch these things, then what can you do? These things are out there, and so it's just, it is what it is, really. But Russ, what do you think, man?
Well, I think in a world that we live in today, it's just another avenue of instant gratification that is actually been given to us. People go to Instagram, they go to Facebook, they go to those things for that instant gratification. This is just another thing. Sometimes you take the good with the bad. You've heard of athletes who stream, who have, said some things that are maybe anti-Semitic. These are things that most of us, whoever's a gamer, they might have said in jest or fun or whatever, but they're just not. This is not the time for that. It's the time that we notice. It's the time that we grow up a little bit in a sense, but also know that, hey, there are people out in this world that are sensitive to that. I'm not saying that's right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm just saying that there are some things like that. It's just, to each his own, but it's confusing to me. I'm truly trying not to have a get off my lawn, you crazy kids type of moment with all this, because, I'm not quite like that in my personal life. I'm not like that. I like to see different opportunities. I like people to take opportunities to do things they love. I love all that, but at the same time, it's hard to digest on some of the uses. Twitch was originally a gaming streaming network, and now it seems to be, to stream anything, and it's odd. I don't know what to act about. I don't know how to feel about it. There has been some content creators that have come out that are really good. I think last year's video awards, I think Valkyrie won it. She's got some very interesting things that are to each and every person. They may be very interesting. I like some of it, but I'm not really huge on that. I like the content of a game. So I've maybe watched a handful of streamers in my time, and it's usually to see or it's like consider Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike's probably one of my most PvP games that I've ever played and will ever play. And I would watch little tendencies that they would do that may help them get a little bit of an advantage. That's what I kind of do with those things, or get to feel or some gameplay of a game that we're thinking about buying or I'm thinking about buying. So that's where I get some of my information from streamers. But overall, it's I don't know. It's like escargot. Not everybody loves it, but that's just the way it is. So, Shane, what about you, man? What are your initial thoughts about streamers?
I don't know anybody who likes escargot. uh, nasty. I don't get a lot of it. I know I'm an older person. I was, from a different time frame in life. I can watch Stony Mountain 64, for example, stream because he's funny. He makes people laugh. He makes it. I can't just sit and watch somebody play a game, but if they make it fun and interesting, I can definitely do it. I completely don't understand hot tub streamers. That's just dumb to me. I'm sorry if I bother anybody by it, but it's it's like I don't want to degrade myself, but more power to me because I can sit in a hot tub and make millions of dollars. You know what? More power to you. You are making millions of dollars off of people who want to see your boobs. Okay, fine. I don't get it. Nick introduced us to one earlier that I never seen before, and it's like, oh, that's gross. I don't get it. She was hot, but I don't get it. I don't want to get it. It's just dumb to me. When I think of streaming now, I think of people playing games. But I'm a gamer. That's where my focus is in my spare life. And some of the stuff out there and some of the people out there are, I don't get, or, I don't really try to get, because there's characters out there like Dr. Disrespect. I read up a little bit about him. Never heard of him before until he got banned from Twitch. I don't give two craps about the guy. I don't. I'm not saying he's a good guy. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I just don't care. That's not my type of thing to watch. And I would never watch somebody like that because it's just not fun to me. People like him because he is a character. I mean, he's got the mullet, the mustache, and the douche glasses. Yay for him. People enjoy it. Great. Enjoy it. But I don't get it. I want to watch games being streamed by gamers who are having fun and laughing. That's what I want for a stream. I don't want to watch somebody pretending to be a gamer who's just, trying to show off her knockers and make money. To me, that's just fake, and that's a fake person, and I don't give two shits for them. Pardon my language. I just don't. I think it's pathetic, and I think it's sad, and I think it's lowering yourself. But that is just me. That is my get off the lawn moment, Russ. Sorry, I had to go there. I had to knock him off the lawn. I don't really care to get a lot of the streamer stuff, except for the streamers that I like and the games that I like. I can watch Stony Mountain all day because the dude's funny. He cracks people up. Another guy's, he's sitting around telling jokes with people that he's playing online with, and they're all telling jokes. That's what I want. I want fun. Most of these streamers I don't give a rat's ass about.
Well, I'm not sure how to really follow that up, but well, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Follow things for the boobs, Russ.
And we live in a place where we all can give our opinions, and this is a platform where we do that. We give our opinions. For me, it's kind of like going to a store. Like, let's say we have 5 grocery stores. Okay, I'm going to go to the grocery store I enjoy, and I'm not going to worry about the other grocery stores, or even if it is a department store or restaurant. I'm going to go to the restaurants that I like, and so. If that's how they can make money, if that's how they can feed themselves and buy the things they want, then let them do that. I will not participate. I will find somebody else. And I think that's a generational thing. I really, truly do. Both Nick and Shane have children that are of that age. Basically, they're about a decade between my children. And so that decade of expansion and and I don't know if there's a term for it, but give me just a second. I'll try not to do a get off my lawn moment, but I am going to get on the soapbox for just a minute. So that decade between about '07 to '17, kind of having children in that age frame. Now, mine was born in '98, I think. Shane and Nick's children were born in like the 2009, 2010 time frame, and that's kind of when smartphones just exploded. That's when we really just started to just explode through all that. And so that generation there, the one that the children that Shane and Nick are growing are leading into the next life. They're really digital. They see the streamers, they see the YouTubers, they see the influencers. That's what they want to do. You know, Isabella's a little bit older than that, and so that's where I think I am having trouble connecting, because at least Shane and Nick, both of you guys have kids that maybe they'll show you a streamer and you'll watch them for a few minutes because they're funny or they're really great gamers or whatever. But I disconnect with Fortnite. I disconnect with Roblox and Minecraft. Like, I don't really connect with those games, so it's hard to kind of follow those streamers that really play a lot of those. Any PvP game like Call of Duty and stuff, I would like, if I'm watching somebody, I really enjoy watching somebody like there's some World of Warcraft people out there that I don't mind watching, because it's really fun to kind of watch them move through their raids and stuff like that. But overall, I can't. It's tough for me to connect with this generation, or at least this movement of streamers for me. And the final thing I'll say on the topic that Shane brought up there is that you know, it's kind of like a consumer. I mean, that we live in a consumer world. If there are people willing to pay for that stuff and willing to do that, more power to them. Allow them to do that. I don't want to down them for that, but I do want to say like there's got to be better things for those that are helping them to spend that money on, that time on. There's got to be something better out there in that world to do that with, whether it is charities or something. Like, I feel like, I mean, I guess if I had that much expendable money, maybe, I don't know, but definitely just something to think about.
Yeah, I agree with you, Russ. I would like to see a little more honesty in those streams. I mean, if you're watching a girl, you know, basically dropping her boobs out, you know, pretending, you know, she's a gamer, you know, there are female gamers out there who are gamers and they're fantastic and they stream. They should be propped up because they're calling themselves game streams, but they're actually gaming. The other ones are not. They're like, oh my God, you know, here's my boobs. And I shot someone. That's it. It bothers me. But I don't get it, and I don't pretend to get it. You know, if I want to see boobs, I'll go to Pornhub. I will, you know, I'll go to YouTube. You can see it anywhere. I don't understand the whole streaming thing of it. I don't understand the idiots of streaming as well. I mean, there's people out there just doing the dumbest shit, and they're getting millions of views. Dangerous stuff. I mean, there's people out there that need punched in the damn mouth for some of the ignorant stuff they do, like pretending to throw bombs in stores and shit. You know, one kid was streaming. He got pulled over. Cop was doing something. He called the cop a dumbass or something. Man, if I was a cop, I'd have shoved that nightstick up his ass sideways and then ask him who Ponch and John are. That's an old reference. If anybody wants to Google it. But I don't get these things. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. It's not funny, in my opinion. But to get off the soapbox, if it's funny to you, it's funny to you. But just remember, there comes a point when it goes too far for things. It's, you know, I don't think a girl who can truly play the game needs to show her boobs or sit in a hot tub. I don't think a guy who's actually funny needs to do ignorant crap. Me and Nick and you and Pat, we can play games and laugh and have good times. We can stream it, you know, and great. People want to see us play games and laugh and have good times. Great. But we're not going to be as popular as the girl with her boobs out. I can flop mine out, but it's not quite the same. Man, I'm pretty sure you guys would not be my friends no more if I did. So, Nick, what about you?
Help us get off the subject.
Our boys
Nick.
are the
Help.
same age.
Please help.
Yeah, our boys are the same age. Are you okay with them watching? They say, all right, we're watching this streamer play a game, and then you go in there and it's a chick with her knockers out.
I mean, the problem you have the problem is not necessarily the girl with her boobs out, right? It's the society, because this girl, the way that online works is this girl, if she's covered up, no one's going to give her the time of day. And that's the problem, right? No one's going to give her the time of day, even if she's playing a legitimate game and having a lot of fun and is a really good gamer. No one's going to give her the time of day unless she's showing her boobs. That's the main problem. So if she has to do that in order to garner an audience, maybe
we need to reflect on ourselves a little bit within that. But I don't want to go, but I would like to ask you both this question, and I'd really like a thoughtful answer. Like, so we're talking about streamers, and maybe this might be going off into a tangent a little bit, but we'll try to bring it in just a little bit here. How do you two monitor that? I mean, this is like it back in the days. We kind of expressed it in the sense of like, maybe we had a Playboy or something underneath our mattress or something like that. Like we had that. But now in this world, even on a streaming website, which was originally made for gamers and stuff like that, or even YouTube in some cases, like how do you guys monitor that on a regular basis? Because both of you have boys that are 10 and Nick's got a girl that's a little bit younger, and Shane, you've got a girl that's literally going through puberty as we speak. How do you monitor that?
That's easy. I raised them right. And then there's also the part of hope. I've raised them right. They're great kids. I also have, Russ, don't forget, I also have a 19-year-old. My thing is I have to trust them. I have to trust that I've done a good job. They understand right and wrong. They will, I'm pretty open when it comes to violence on a video game or a movie or something like that. I watch horror movies with my girls. And I don't have a problem with blood and guts. I don't have a problem with language to a point. But it's up to me to decide if I think that's appropriate. So, the Joker movie, for instance, I watched it before my daughter Jasmine would, my 13-year-old, because she wants to watch it real bad. I had really no interest in watching it, but I also heard a lot about it, so I watched it first. I felt it was fine for her to watch. She never watched it before. She, watched it after I gave her okay. That's all you can do is hope. I think Nick is in the same position. All you can do is hope they don't do stupid crap. They don't do things they're not supposed to. And Russ, your daughter's much older, but you still have the same thing. You hope you raised her right, and you hope she doesn't do stupid crap, and she has a better moral look at herself than some people do. And I only hope. That's all I have. Because I can't monitor him 24/7. My boy is going to figure out what his wiener does eventually, and that's just part of growing up. I'm not going to be able to. I know I'm going to monitor him to a point, but I'm not going to sit and hold their hands their entire life. I got to hope I raise them right.
It all comes down to hope.
Next thing too.
The problem is as us as dads, and we have kids and various things like that, is we hope that they don't do the things we did, right? That's it. We don't hope they learn and do the things that we did when we were kids. But guess what? They're probably going to. and they're probably going to learn and do these things the same time we did, because that's just how things work. So as much as you want to hope and beg that, and as much as you want to parent and various things like that, I mean, maybe the YouTube or Twitch algorithm, gives them a little bit of a boost in that direction. But I mean, we had things like that back when we were kids, right? They weren't YouTube and Twitch, but they were definitely porno videos and Playboy, right? I mean, you had a friend that had all that. I had a friend that had their parents had all that crap, right? I mean, and
You forgot National
But I
Geographic.
mean, the point is that stuff is always around. So you just got to hope and that they're gonna find this stuff out eventually, and there's not really a problem with that, really. I mean, it's a part of life. It's a natural thing, right? You don't want them to start having sex and various things like that at a young age, but maybe learning about these things at a younger age maybe helps with that. Who knows? I mean, the science is out there, but the point is these things are going to happen one way or another, regardless of what you do. So you either embrace what's going to happen and realize that it's going to eventually come to that, or you don't. And if you don't, you might have a real problem with yourself, not necessarily your kids, but with yourself.
Yep. Do your best, hope for the best. I mean, that's
So
all
getting
you
back-
can do. Every kid's got to grow up different, even if they've been all taught the
So
same
getting
thing.
back to
So,
like the streamer portion of it, like talking about what we're doing now within this podcast, which is the streamers. We kind of come to the understanding. I think. I mean, Shane's a little bit more adamant about it than we are, but whatever they do to make their money is what they do, and that's like it's like flavors of ice cream. Some people like vanilla and some people like Napoleon or Neapolitan. So, it's one or the other. When it comes to this stuff, like for me, I don't know that I really like streamers as the definition is, if we look at it, to those that are like really up on the word streamers. I like content creators. And I know that this kind of comes out. I like the content creators and I like the guide builders, those that are building those guides that are helping me through certain walkthroughs and stuff like that. Like I said, last Game Awards, I actually went and I checked out some of Valkyrie's work, and some of that was really fun and really cool. I mean, more power to them. I don't watch a lot of it, but I watch a little bit of it. So, is there somebody out there that you guys really enjoy? I mean, I know Shane brought one of the streamers up, but is there something on one side of the fence that you guys do enjoy a lot more than others?
Yeah, like I said, I like the guys that are just fun and they're funny. They're not being hateful. They're not being rude. I love a good dirty joke, a good race joke. I love jokes. And a good joke is a good joke, no matter what the context of it is. That's what I enjoy for like Stony Mountain 64. There's female gamers out there that are fantastic at the games. They're knowledgeable and all that. They need more respect. They need to be watched more. But I think that Stony Mountain is probably my favorite one to watch. You don't hear as much about him, but he cracks me up. And then there's the guy who sits around and has a crew of COD players telling jokes, and whoever's joke is bad, he shoots him in the face. That's fun. That's funny, and I enjoy that stuff. But nobody specific, because I don't spend a lot of time. But like I said, I don't get a lot of streaming stuff anyways. I would rather play the game and enjoy it than watch somebody else play it, unless they're just being funny.
I have a lot of YouTubers I watch. I do, as far as streaming goes. There's the main streamer that I watch is Mike Matei. He's a part of the Angry Video Game Nerd. He's not the Angry Video Game Nerd. That's Jeff. That's a different person, but he's worked on it, and he basically plays retro games, and I love retro games, so that's basically what he plays, and that's what I love to watch. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, mainly, so they're not necessarily streamers. I don't necessarily watch their live stuff all that often. Normally the pre-recorded stuff, but as far as Twitch goes, Mike is pretty much the one I watch. But I have checked out some other ones, and I mean, that's the thing about streaming. You know, when you were talking about it, Shane, you're talking about entertainment. You know, like this Stony Mountain's funny, and this person's funny, and this person's entertaining. That's the whole point, though, right? I mean, you have to be entertaining. You have to have entertainment put into that, because if you're going to play a game, no matter what it is, if you're boring, you as an individual, if you're boring, if you're just sitting there playing it, no one's going to watch it, right? I mean, it's just boring to sit there and watch someone just sit there silently and play a game, right? That's boring. It's the commentary that the person puts out that is entertaining while they're playing the game. So you like watching them play the game as well as listening to their commentary. That's what makes a good streamer, not just them sitting there playing the game. You can sit there and play a game all day if you want to. I could sit there and play a game on Twitch all day long and not say a word, but am I entertaining? No one's going to sit there and watch me because they don't give a crap, right? I'm not entertaining. But if I sit there and I'm entertaining, and you have that community that's there, and you talk to the community and interact, and you're entertaining and you're funny. You don't have to tell jokes necessarily, but just like be kind of like off the wall and entertaining, you know? You have to entertain the people. It's kind of like a comedy act, really, if you think about it. Or like a sort of entertainment activity where you're entertaining the people that are coming to watch you, right? It's not necessarily about playing the game per se. Now, those streamers do want to play said game that they're playing, but they also want to entertain the community that they have. If they entertain the community they have, there's more of that community that's going to come towards them. If they're just sitting there playing it, you're going to be at 0 viewers every single time you go out there on Twitch or whatever. So it's that entertainment.
I mean, Nick may have just hit the nail on the head. I mean, really, that may be what it is. I mean,
he did.
Maybe that's why we have an ability to connect with many of these streamers, is because for us, entertaining is playing the game. I mean, that's what's entertaining to us. I mean, I mean, even the funniest of the funniest guys, I can only watch them for like 2 or 3 minutes because I'm like, well, dang, I want to play the game now, So it's interesting. That's an interesting take, Nick.
Yeah, and Nick's right. I mean, that's why you get people that are, into attractive women. I love boobs, but I'm not going to sit and watch a girl in a hot tub play a video game or talk about whatever. It's just not me. More, if it's you, it's you. That's cool. I ain't going to judge you. I mean, I've seen, skin flicks in my day. I don't care. But I don't know. I just don't. It's just might be my age. It might be the way I was raised. I don't get why anybody would when you can watch, but then again, people like foot fetishes. So people are into weird crap. They want to watch somebody sit in a hot tub bouncing their boobs. I don't care. But I would rather watch a streamer that's more informative or funny, or, if it's a relatable content, that's what I would rather watch. I do believe some of this crap is going way too far. And, I shouldn't be judging anybody because I've done stupid ass shit in my life, but some of the stuff goes too far, and some of it's to me, it hurts people. It hurts, it hurts me to see somebody doing something so stupid where they hurt themselves and they hurt others. But that's the state of where we are at in our society. It's about the instant gratification. It's not about thinking ahead, and it's kind of sad and scary where we're going.
Yeah, I mean, I look at those excuse me. I look at those YouTube streamers as more of excuse me, as less of a gaming thing and more of just a chatting, because Twitch does have just chat channels where they just talk, right? And being a YouTube streamer or a hot tub streamer, sorry, that's what they're going for. But there's a lot of, and that's kind of the idea, right? And that's what they're going for. That's the audience they're trying to collect. And they do, and they make probably some pretty good money from it, I would imagine. And there's some great female gamers out there that are just out there to play video games and have fun with the community. And, you know, a lot of them don't want to show their boobs off and stuff like that. Right. And, you know, we should be, as a society and as gamers, we should be going out and propping these individuals up, these female gamers that are really good at, you know, the commentary and various things like that, and playing some awesome games, and give them support, because they shouldn't have to show off their boobs and stuff like that. Like, if they're playing a good game and they do a good commentary, then support them. Right. It's not about that. And it shouldn't be about that. It should be about what they're bringing, not the boobs, but everything else, the game and the commentary. And, you know, I mean, because a guy doesn't need to take their shirt off or take their pants off. So why should a girl have to do the same thing? You know,
but I'll do it.
Well, Shane will. Yeah. But I mean, they shouldn't have to do the same thing. So we should be able to, we should, as a society and as the gamers, be able to prop up both individuals and say, you know, you're good at that. There are some female streamers that I do watch that don't do that stuff, and they're very good. They play a lot of awesome games. You know, again, I'm more of a retro guy, so some of them play a lot of retro games that I watch, and they don't, you know, they're usually in, you know, hoodies and stuff, you know, so they're not showing anything, but they're playing some awesome games. So I'll sit there and watch them and listen to the commentary and watch them play like an old Castlevania game or something, you know. That's just because what I enjoy. Like, oh, cool, you're playing that Castlevania. Yeah, I want to watch that. And they have good commentary as well. So I don't really care about, you know, what you're showing off. You know, I'm not there for that. I'm there to see the game that you're playing. And if you have some great commentary to go back with it, you know, that's something I'm going to support. And that's probably something where I'm going to be like, yeah, I want to follow this person and watch their future stuff.
Yeah, I want to see more people being just not having to worry about their sexuality and worry about their appearance and all that. That's not what makes you a good gamer, a good, you know, streamer, you know, commentator. I mean, I may look like a bear's rectum, but you know, hopefully it's my, you know, my skills and my humor and my personality that, you know, people enjoy, not what I would look like. I mean, my wife's beautiful. I like her for, you know, more than her appearance. I mean, but I just I think our society is running a little bit of a dangerous trope when everything is really becoming about appearance anymore, instead of skill and personality and, you know, performance. But I think we need to start wrapping up our boob talk. Russ, do you have anything else to bring up on boob talk?
No, not on that, boobs, but kind of to wrap my to wrap my thing around everything and just kind of, you know, put a little bow on it. I mean, I think Nick's, you know, kind of breaking down of how, I mean, how society is looking at it. Not only that, but, you know, it is a consumer world. You know, if this is the product that people will enjoy, they're going to enjoy it. I mean, doesn't mean that we have to like it. You know, and doesn't mean that we can find, you know, we don't have to push to try to find appreciation for it. I will not I will not support those things, but more power to those people that do those oddball and those off the wall things. I'm going to try to empower those that are, you know, doing it, if you want to say doing it the right way or the way that I appreciate it, the way that I would like to see it. I'm going to continue to do that. And so, you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, I will support those that I feel deserve that support. And I hope to see more people out there, especially young people who want to give worth to their endeavors, and I'll continue to support them. But you know, that's how I feel about it for sure. But yeah, definitely need to wrap that up. But I mean, I'm still searching for that Snickers bar still too. So I know I've got one around here somewhere. But in any case, you guys.
Nick, before we go on, is there anything else you want to throw out there? I mean, we didn't mention any streamers' names. So, you know, because I don't feel it's right to call anybody out specifically. So, but is there anything you want to throw into boob talk here? Streamer boobs?
Nothing.
Streamer nut jobs?
No, nothing on that. But, you know, definitely check out Twitch and check out YouTube and all those streaming sites that are out there, and find the gamers that you enjoy. Playing the games that you like. A lot of the games, a lot of the retro games or the games that I watch, I would love to play, but guess what? I don't own them. So if I can watch somebody play through it, just kind of reminisce about the game that I did play before and just kind of watch them play through that game. And, some of them are really good at it. So, and on top of that, they give great commentary and they interact really well with the community. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to watch and I enjoy it. I watch streamers quite often, so I like it. It's if I'm not playing a video game, that's typically what I'm doing is watching a streamer or something like that. So, yeah, I like it.
All right. Yep, I definitely agree with all of you. And go out there and find streamers, that are true to what they're doing and not some gimmick. There's just go out there and find somebody you enjoy and let them know you enjoy it too. That's another thing. Let them know, hey, I like what you're doing. Because we all like to have kudos. But I think we're going to wrap it up. We're going to put that Snickers bar back in the fridge because it's starting to look like a melted turd. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and tell all your friends. We'll see you later.